Hey you guys, we've always wanted to make a belly dancing video.
I feel like I've got the belly for it.
So today we're making it happen. Let's give it a try.
Let's give it a try. Welcome to Try Every Day. On this channel, we try something new every single day this month, and we hope you are as well. And today we are trying belly dancing with...
I'm Jill Collins. I'm the director of the Solala Dancers, based here in Los Angeles.
And you brought us some gifts.
I did, yes. If we're gonna belly dance, you guys better look the part.
Okay.
So first things first, you need a hip scarf. So I have this fuchsia color.
This is obviously my color.
All right.
Zach is a fuchsia boy.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this around, and you can tie it either on the side or in the front.
Like so?
Yes, there you go. And then, not a full knot, but you'll just do a little half.
Little bunny ears.
And down.
That's
there you
so
go.
cute.
So what is belly dancing?
Well, belly dance is a term.
Never mind.
Belly dancing is a term that we use in the Americas and in Europe. In the Middle East, they call it raqs sharqi. Raqs is the Arabic word that means dance, and sharqi means east, so it's the dance of the east. Second style that we're going to be doing today is a little Sedi, which comes from Upper Egypt, so it's a very folkloric style. We're going to be using some props today too. So in order for you to see the movement a little bit better, I'm going to change out of my kaftan and into a very glamorous costume. I don't rehearse in what you're going to see. This is more of a costume performance-wise.
Awesome. Wow. Wow.
This is an outfit.
Amazing.
This is good.
That sound that I made, that's called a zagarit.
Yeah.
And basically you just go, and then as fast as you can. And the audience members will do that when they're excited about something the dancer does, or we do that in support of one another.
So we should learn.
You have to learn. Let me hear it.
Only if we earn it.
Yeah.
So our feet are gonna go very simple. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch.
This is kind of my preferred way of dancing.
So your doom is your downbeat, that's your step. The tuck is the treble, that's the touch. All right, now we're gonna add some hip work to it. So I want you to lift your hip, same hip as foot forward. Up,
Woo!
up. So you're gonna use that oblique? Yeah. All right, we ready to try some arms with our basic
Yes.
All right,
I feel like I'm crushing this.
take your hands to your head, and whatever foot goes forward, we're gonna do same arm forward. Ready? Here we go. And left, right. Good, now see if you
Do we
can
look good?
Yeah, you guys look
twist your
great.
hip. Can you give me a little twist?
All right.
Twist, twist.
Ooh, wow. Okay, Keith, you're hitting that.
Okay, maybe also Zach.
No,
Okay, Zach, you're killing.
You need to show your belly. That's why you can't do it.
Maybe give me a little turn. We can travel.
Oh, we're turning. We're turning.
All right, let's do some more hip work. So let's stop our feet.
Oh, my shirt.
You want to just take
Hey,
your shirt
it's really
off?
good for
Oh,
your
yeah, we
core.
should take the shirt off. I just don't want to be encumbered.
Is it typical for men to do this shirtless?
It's not super typical, but in rehearsal, yes.
Sometimes you just gotta let the whole chest out.
All right, so take your feet underneath your hip bones, not your hip flesh. Your hips aren't quite that wide. Bring your feet closer together.
Yeah, you got little hips. You got teeny tiny.
No, we're not gonna go on a straight leg, so soften your knees a little bit. Just soften them, little bend. And we're gonna find neutral pelvis. So I want you to tuck and release your pelvis. Just rock it up and back.
I used to do this all the time.
And back. Good. And as you're doing this, see if you can keep your chest lifted so nothing is moving from the waist up. Now I want you to keep your abs pulled in, but take your hips back until you feel your glutes release. We need to access those glutes, okay?
I feel like a bird.
So it's a neutral pelvis, so we're not
just
tucked,
not
we're
tucked,
not
we're just
released.
a
Abs
little
are
back.
pulled in, and your tailbone should be like pointing down to the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that way you protect your back and it'll give you the biggest range of motion. All right, so we're gonna start with a hip bump. So the hips are gonna swing side to side, left and right, and left and right, and left and right. Yalla, there we go. Wanna go a little faster?
Yeah.
And left, right, let it swing.
Yeah.
Yalla.
Okay, guys.
So this is called a hip bump. This one goes side to side.
This is.
Do you smile or have stank face? Because I feel like.
It depends on your mood, honestly. right, we're gonna do another one called hip drop. So take 1 foot forward, keep both your knees soft, check in as your pelvis neutral, prepare your hip up a little bit, and then we're gonna drop it down. And when you drop, squeeze your standing glute. That's where the accent comes in. If you don't use that glute, you're gonna pop your hip out to the side, and that can like irritate your trochanter. Yeah.
I don't
know if you're doing it right, Zach.
Opposite, Zach. You're dropping it.
So you're gonna drop that hip down.
Start the other way.
Prepare it up a little bit, like squeeze my hand, and then release and squeeze your butt. Okay, we're getting there.
You gotta drop your hips, Zach. Come on.
So you're gonna
got
drop
this.
this hip down, but
Okay.
you're gonna squeeze your right butt cheek.
Squeeze the right butt.
Yeah, so prepare up. Keep your both knees bent, bend your knee. There you go. And now when you drop it down, squeeze your butt cheek.
But I feel like to get it down, my butt cheek releases.
No, you gotta tighten it.
Here, Zach. Watch my butt.
Okay.
What is happening to you? What's going on?
I don't understand why I'm not getting it.
So try the other side.
Okay, I did already.
Just stand still and just squeeze your butt cheeks individually. Right.
Here, let's try
now
this.
Just squeeze, but also drop into it.
Lift your foot off the floor. Keep that knee soft.
Which cheek am I squeezing?
Now you're
that
gonna
far off the
squeeze
floor.
your
Squeeze this cheek.
right one, yeah. And as you drop it down, you're gonna feel that hip squeeze.
No, you're humping. Dude, you're humping.
Don't think about it too much.
We got a Yala and now we're here.
Zach's literally going.
Let's try this. Don't think about it. Just bounce your hip. Ready?
Okay.
Just bounce it. Now, to make it the movement called bellity, bellity means my country. So you're gonna brush your foot every other one. Brush, brush, brush. There you go. This one's called a bellity.
I'm pissed off that Keith is good at this. This
I've
is
eaten enough menus.
Some people call this undulation. Some people call it a camel. So
how good he is at
it's
this.
all the same movements, but they have different names for it
he was
depending.
born to do this.
I know.
Maybe I need to
yes.
sign up for a real class.
Second try goes to a belly dance class. I'm in.
Honestly,
Okay, so first we're gonna start with a chest isolation. So take your hands on your thighs, find that posture again, feet a little bit closer together, right underneath your hip bones, soft bend in your knees, and just slide your chest forward and back. So you're using the muscles in your upper back, your rhomboids. So your shoulder blades come together and pull apart.
I literally did this
Try
in
not
theater.
to scoop too much. All right, now let's try that same thing with our hips. So slide forward, pull back, forward, pull back, forward, pull back. So it's not,
Am I?
this one's different. It's not a tuck
I don't
and
believe
release.
you.
So it's different from the tuck and release. Movement is horizontal. Yeah. All right. Now imagine you have a wall in front of you, and first you're gonna put your
You're not
chest
gonna
on the
hump
wall, then your abs,
Okay.
then your hips, and then pull your belly button in as much as you can.
Chest, and then
Chest,
stomach,
abs,
and then
hips.
boom.
In.
Okay, Zach.
Abs, hips, in.
Yeah.
Abs,
You do it at each
hips.
other.
Actually, this is how I teach my students. Don't roll your shoulders
But what if it's hot?
and keep your.
Your nipples are hard.
Okay, so you know how there's like a six pack?
Yeah.
So that means you just have upper, middle, and lower abdominals.
Right.
So
Not
I want you
everybody.
to pull in just your upper abs. So pull your upper abs in. Don't move the bottom ones.
Trying not.
Just the upper ones. In, release, in, release. Now let's try just our middle abs. So pull your belly button in, release.
I want you at home to see if you can
In,
isolate your
release.
abs.
Oh, we're trying back
In,
here.
Release. Now you're gonna do your lower abs. So think like right above your pubic bone, across the front of your hips, that triangle there. And then your pelvic floor. So you're gonna suck it up and in,
I'm
release.
just doing Kegels.
Up and in, release. Relax your upper
I'm
ones.
sweating like crazy. I don't know why.
Your shirt's
Because
already
it's
off.
I
hard.
know, and I'm not even wearing a shirt. I'm sweating.
Then when you roll through, you go upper, middle, lower. Upper, middle, lower. And you roll through it.
That's sick.
God, it's so cool.
What if I just use my hand behind this?
All right, let's try a stomach pop, okay?
Okay, yes.
So relax your abdominal muscles, but I actually want you to actively like push them out. So pull your belly button in as much as you can, and then you're gonna punch it out and in.
But not with my hips. Just
Yeah, it's all just your stomach. Out and in. Then you can
God, your
accent
stomach
it
is mesmerizing.
Or
I feel like
you
I'm
can
gonna
go
vomit.
in. You can
How am I
also-
doing?
Nice. You can also give it a little stretch.
Don't laugh at me.
Release
I'm
those
sweating.
side
I'm so
muscles.
sweaty.
This is cool.
There you go. All right, you're almost at a stomach flutter.
Whoa, what? I'm sorry, what?
Separate your rib points a little bit. Yeah, so you don't want to keep your ribs knitted. And actually
Wait,
try
you
to.
have control over your ribs?
Yes. And then you're gonna take your diaphragm. Now you're gonna push it out as fast as you can, but you have to hold your breath when you do it. Not pant like a dog.
But it is fluttering.
You will hyperventilate if
Yeah,
you
I
don't
feel that.
hold your breath. Yeah.
I feel that.
And also you have to practice your facial expression because you don't want to be grimacing as you're holding your breath. So you take a deep inhale, you smile. And that's a stomach flutter.
Am I doing it?
This movement we call snake arm. So take your arms slightly forward of your body and soft elbows, flex your wrist. So the tricep is gonna lift the elbow up, and then we extend the wrist, drop the elbow down, flex the wrist. So it's up, up, down, down. And then you can kind of smooth it out. Now try to keep your hand where it's at in space. Yeah? So if I'm holding your hand over here,
Please.
you're gonna move without letting this change. Yeah, up, up, down, down, flex, up, down, down. All right, working. There you go. Let it extend all the way through your fingertips so you don't have claws at the end. There you go.
God, I want to be good at
And
this
then
so
you can
bad.
alternate as one arm goes up, then it comes down, the next arm goes up. So they kind of alternate, yeah. And then if you want to get really fancy, you can add
I'm
a
dying at
little
watching the crew just
shoulder
slowly
roll.
trying to do their thing.
This looks easy. This is the hardest thing we've done in terms of endurance. Oh, God.
It burns like
And
crazy.
then you can
God.
also take it in the front if you want. And interestingly, these arms and hand motions actually come from Persian dance. As you know, artists, we're always influenced and inspired by other things that we see. And so when the Persian dancers started traveling to Egypt to perform, the Egyptian dancers were like, oh, I kind of like that arm and hand stuff they're doing. I'm going to incorporate that in there. So that's where all of these beautiful arms and hands come from. So when you do a hand undulation, take your arms a little bit lower than your eyes, lift your elbows higher than your wrists, and we go wrist, palm, fingers. Wrist, palm, fingers.
finger.
And then you got to smize. And slowly open it up and out.
God,
There
you make
you
it look
go.
so good.
So shimmies, or sometimes I've heard it called vibrations or shimmers, they are a great way to kind of realign the energies in your body. So if you're feeling anxious or just kind of stuck, I always throw in a little shimmy and it makes me feel better. So we're gonna start, same posture, feet underneath your hip joints, soft bend in our knees. This one's called the Egyptian shimmy. So this one comes from the knees, just bend and straighten your knees. And then you go a little bit faster. And then you pick up your speed without letting it get smaller in your range of motion.
Do I look amazing? Am I wiggling
No,
everywhere?
it's working. You want to see everything jiggling.
That's what you want to see.
Like you're taking the energy from the floor and you're letting it reverberate through your entire body. And then with this, you can do any of those layers with those snake arms that we did. You can try the undulations.
Whoa, oh, that's crazy.
I had too many movements.
All right, let's try another shimmy. So that was the Egyptian. We're gonna do a twist shimmy. So you're just gonna twist your hips forward and back, and then take your arms out to the sides and ground down with your upper back. Because the movement should come from your hips and not your arms, okay? And then you just pick up the pace, Keep your glutes relaxed. All the movement comes from your transverse abdominals and your obliques. Yep. And then can you sway to the left?
No
Sway
way.
to the right. Sway
My
to the
pants.
left.
I shimmied too hard.
I always say it's a good shimmy if you lose your hip scarf.
Okay.
So in a shoulder shimmy, you're gonna take your hands on your thighs and the shoulders move forward and backwards. Put your hands on your legs. Yeah, there you go. And then try to keep this negative space. Yeah, bend your elbows a little bit more, yeah. And then shoulders just move forward and back, not up and down, forward, back. And then you go a little bit faster and then get your shimmy. And then if you can, take your
Just
arms
the shoulders,
out.
though. It's so hard to just isolate it.
Yeah, and you don't want to hear your coins
I'm
moving.
trying not to, but
ideally.
they're just moving.
This shimmy should stay in the shoulders. You're not going to hear the
I
vibration.
know I know you're saying that.
There you go.
My butt just can't help but shimmy. Shimmer,
And then you
shimmy.
can layer on top of this shoulder shimmy. You can do a chest lift and drop, lift and drop.
I feel like I've done this
Lift
move before
and drop.
at the club.
Good. Or you can do a
This
chest
actually,
circle.
Zach does this during karaoke. I've seen him do it.
Actually, this is kind of a crowd favorite when I dance with the audience. Everybody loves this one.
Everyone loves shoulders,
Yes. Little
And you're not
shoulder
supposed to hear
shimmy.
my butt, huh?
unless you want the butt to be heard.
All right, let's do one last shimmy. You guys will like this one. So this one's called a hip shimmy.
Okay.
And this one stays isolated in our hips. So we use this a lot like when we want to travel or if we're balancing like a sword or fire on our heads. This is the shimmy that we use. So you're going to find that same posture and then use your oblique to lift your hip up. Left, right. Good. Bring your feet closer together. Right, so think hips are going up, and then go a little faster. Up, 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 up. So you want to have kind of this wobble sensation in your hips. And then you just take it a little bit faster. If you feel your booties flopping around back there, that's right. And you can go up on your toes.
No, I
And you
can't.
can turn with it. Or if you'd like, you can sway your hips a little bit. Little figure eight.
I'm gonna vomit.
All right, let's give our bodies a break, and I'm gonna teach you guys some different rhythms.
Oh, I mean, this is thrilling for me. I love instruments of all sorts.
And this is the family of the clappers.
Can we do this together?
Yeah, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice ring. So we're gonna play Sedi rhythm. Sedi is not only a dance style, but it's also a rhythm. So it sounds like this. Doom tuck, doom doom tuck, doom tuck, doom doom tuck. So we're gonna go right, left, right, right, left. Doom tuck, doom doom tuck, doom tuck, doom doom tuck, doom doom tuck. Excellent.
Mine's making like a clappy sound.
All right.
Keith has a bigger one than mine. Mine are smaller than his.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So the Sedi rhythm is part of the Belody family.
Love that.
So the Belody is doom doom tuck a tuck doom tuck a tuck. Yay!
Whoa.
There you go. Yes. And this rhythm we use a lot in Arabic zepha. Zepha is kind of like a grand entrance. Doom doom tuck a tuck doom tuck a tuck.
So birthday! Happy birthday to me! Is that what people do when they enter?
Usually they don't sing. They mostly just shut up and dance.
Oh.
Yeah, so we start with the Belody.
Okay, Keith, now you go.
Okay.
Here, let's back them up.
Doom doom jack jack doom jack jack. I did the thing with the drop.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Well,
My brain is like, this thing, no, keep that, no, keep playing the music, no, keep, no!
And no joke, like I know I make it look easy, but when I first learned how to play, I could barely move my arms in rhythm, just side to side and play. So the fact that you guys are already doing footwork and arms and these rhythms, like that's really hard. So cut yourself some slack, okay?
It's okay, Zach, we're okay, we're
All
okay.
right, we're okay. We gotta do a full Try Guys video for this. This is cool.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Well, we tried our best. What's something you've been trying this week?
Hi, my name is Saida. I'm attempting to sew a shirt. Tomorrow is actually the first home game of our college's football season, and I do not have anything to wear.
I used my previous attempt, which was too small, to make a second, larger attempt that will hopefully work this time. So I turned on my mini sewing machine and got to work, and I am struggling at every second. The shirt has been cut 8 ways to hell, and after a consultation call with my mother, we have decided that I will just be buying a shirt for tomorrow. But next time I go home, I'm bringing it in my sewing machine with me for her to help me. So maybe there is something to be salvaged. But that's my try.